Watch this. Alright, so this is my review for the Kenwood DDX 9904S. As you just saw, that was about a 25-second boot time. Depending on when you press the agree button, it's between 15 and 25 seconds. Alright, so I just got this bad boy installed today. I bought it from Amazon and I got it from Custom Sounds and Tint from this guy named Mike. He gave me a really good deal on it, so I really appreciate that, Mike. Thank you, man. I bought this bad boy because I really just wanted a backup camera and Android Auto. So unfortunately, my Android Auto and my AV-in do not work currently. That's more so an issue with the installer and not the device. So I'm going to have to take this back to the installer and get that checked out. So I will not be able to show you Android Auto, and I won't be able to show you the screen mirroring. Backup camera works well. Just put it in reverse. And it's 9 o'clock at night, and it's pretty bright. That might be more so a testament to the backup camera, but it works perfect. You know, it says it's a 7-inch, a 6.95 capacitive touchscreen, so it looks pretty good. It looks swell. What can I show you guys? Let's just go through it. So right now, these right here are the widgets. You can change these. I'm sorry, you can change them, I believe, but time again, and compass. It's been stuck on north. I've already done the firmware update, but I'm pretty sure it's been stuck on north all day, which I don't care about that. I don't use compass. Bluetooth. All of these shortcuts are customizable, so meaning I can take Pandora and change it to Sirius XM, and I can just do the same thing and switch it back. The middle one is where Android Auto and Apple CarPlay would be if it worked for me. HD radio, the tuner, show stations. Yeah, I don't really use radio. Go back to the home screen. Spotify, I don't really use Spotify either. Back to the home screen. Pandora, I don't use Pandora either. Disc is where obviously you insert a disc. Press this bottom right button. Disc eject. And it pops out. You can see it right there. That's where you put the disc in. And just press that button again to have it come back in. Bluetooth obviously is where it connects to your phone. Unfortunately, Bluetooth does not show the album art, which is, it's not a deal breaker for me. This left button right here is the equalizer. Go back. Let's go home. Bluetooth. You can actually search through all my music, so albums, artists. It'll show you all my artists in Google Play Music. I have an SD card, and SD card is 64 gigs, so it's showing me 60, maybe 30 gigs worth of music, man, and this goes pretty good. So it'll show me my music, show you my artists, it'll show you my playlist that I have. Pretty cool. This is all from Google Music, like I said. Let's go back home. So Bluetooth, so equalizer. You can search your music. Obviously, your back, play, pause, forward. This right here is the BT device change. This device allows you to connect up to 8 Bluetooth devices, and you can choose between them. So click that, and it'll show you. If you have the device connected, you could switch between each individual Bluetooth device. You can also answer calls on any of the devices if anyone gets a call. Let's go over iPod. If I had an iPod connected, that's where I would control it. USB, I believe it can use any size USB. AV-in is where I could screen mirror my device. Audio is where the equalizer, speaker crossover, position, which is I believe position is the time alignment, fader, balance, volume, offset. So that's equalizer and all that. Let's go back to home. Let's go back to this bad boy. Go scroll over. Stand by to put it to sleep. All these ones that are grayed out are where the data link Maestro would come into effect if I had it installed. But I have a 2003 Infinity, so I don't even need that. AV is where so this is the setup screen. I go back and go here. This is the setup screen right here. AV is where you can control the screen mirroring display. Okay, so people, I read a lot of reviews before I bought this, and people were complaining about glare from the sun. Fortunately for me, I have yet to experience that problem. I have my windows tinted, so that might be helping me. But I believe that using the display and the viewing angle, you can actually see it change the viewing angle. I believe using the display and the viewing angle, as well as if you press the button, this button right here. Press the far right one. The viewing angle, along with the angle adjust, which actually moves it. You can actually tell. I believe using both those, you should be able to, combat any screen glare, or excuse me, any sun glare. Let's go back to menu. Now let's go back home. Let's do this. Setup. User interface. Take the beep off. It's like 20 plus languages to select from. Let's go back home. Menu will bring it up here. It's pretty much the same thing, honestly. Camera is where you would check out the the camera, obviously. Guideline setup. So I just showed you the backup camera, but a little tip I read online was to go to an empty parking space and use the parking lines on the ground to help you adjust the parking lines. Just a little tip that I read. Go back home. Settings again. Camera special would be the demo and all that. I don't use that. I don't need to use that. Menu setup, Bluetooth. So yeah, you can change the device name or what people will see for your Bluetooth. Cut Bluetooth on and off. I think the last thing I could show you is just the phone book, really. Show you my recent calls. Show you my phone book, favorites, the dollar. I guess the last thing I'd like to show you is just how I got it set up. So if you can see it, this is my cigarette ashtray. So this is the ashtray right here. It's pretty. It doesn't close over, unfortunately, but it's all good. If I pop that bad boy open, you can see it. I have that white light right there is actually my my bass knob. That's that white light right here, so I can adjust the volume of the bass. I'm trying to turn it, but you probably can't tell it. That's my bass knob, and then right below that, I have the inputs for. So this top one is Apple CarPlay. The bottom one is Android Auto. This HDMI right here is for the screen mirroring. So I had to buy the Kenwood C3 AV, which plugs into the AV and changes that to the RC cables. So this is how I'm able to screen mirror with the HDMI cable, and then below that I have the I have an aux in. I can close that bad boy and it's kind of flush. So that's kind of cool for factory. Trying to think anything else, man, I can show you guys. It's pretty much it. I enjoy it so far. It's pretty fluid, man. It's a capacitive touchscreen, and it's pretty much no lag. And it's pretty cool. Sometimes you have to press the buttons a couple times. You might have already noticed that. But the hard buttons right here are fine. They're fine. They're very responsive. No issues with that at all. So yeah, this is my review of it. I like it so far. Touche. Adios. Good night.